Huh? Let's flip.
All right, we're live. We're on now.
And hello one more time, everybody. Isaac Rosenthal joined by Iñaki Gonzalo. It's a Canada Day.
Wow.
Gonzalo, excuse me. My mistake. But a happy Canada Day to everybody. Victoria in the house. The Highlanders and Lane United FC. It was a hard-fought 1-0 win for Victoria on Thursday in a game where the Reds really felt like they controlled the ball, they dominated the game, and they just couldn't do the last bit. They couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And Victoria able to strike around the 75th minute on a set piece. 1-0, that's all she wrote. Heading into this one, what are you looking for? We know we'll talk about the lineups in just a moment, but any big differences you think we should be looking for from Lane United?
I don't think there are going to be many differences in terms of the personnel, in terms of the approach to the game by both coaches. You have done your homework before. You have look at the weaknesses and the strengths you already have, and you cannot change a lot in just one day. But the most important thing for today is just the mentality. Is what John Stalder was saying at the end of the game. And that's going to be the biggest difference today, because all the players or most of the players are going to have heavy legs. You are not feeling the best, but who is going to be the one making the spark and yes, the driving force for everyone in the group. So the heavy legs and the right mentality is going to be a very important thing. Now, we said that there are not going to be a lot of changes, but I'm sure that there might be a little bit of adjustments between the game we saw yesterday and today's game. As it happens with NBA games, when you are playing the same opponent one day and another day, you can always switch a couple of things, so we have to be also aware of those situations. And then for Highlanders, they play tomorrow another game at 12:30 as well against Timbers. And I know it's a very long shot, but they have a chance to make it to playoffs. So it's going to make that a difference for them. Are they going to try to be aggressive and try to win also this game? Because that will open the game so much. So I think we can have hopefully we can have an open game and see more goals, but it's going to be the defining factor is going to be the mentality coming out, especially from some individuals which are going to carry out their whole team.
Well, let's talk about some of those individuals and how they piece together as a lineup for Lane United. The same 11 that we saw the other night, with one exception in goal. Ben Willis gets the start, then Akeem Ward, John Stadler, Peter Prescott, Casey Chupertal, Joel Reedstrand, Rafael Llamas, Brandon Zambrano, Isma Fernandez, Nick Moon, and Anthony Macchioni. We will take a break here for the anthem.
Now, please stand and remove your hats as we celebrate Canada Day with the pledge to vote Canada in honor of our leaders from British Columbia, followed by our national anthem.
And housekeeping out of the way with the anthems, let's turn our attention to the Canadians lineup today. Also a very similar look, but a little bit of differences from their lineup the other night. Iñaki, you want to tell us what those are?
They one of the biggest differences, I will say, well, two differences. One is going to be on the midfield, and it's the addition of Constant. He has played also as a forward, so what they are going to do is just really being even more vertical, also personal-wise. They have, again, Kurimato, which was a kind of a surprise addition in the last game, and he is already a vertical player coming from the midfield, and so on the other flank they are going to have a similar kind of player also. So it's going to be almost a 4-2-4 formation for them. Now, up front, we have to see if we have number 11, Batuso, or if it's actually number 9, the one playing up front. Because if it's Batuso, we mentioned before in the last game that Batuso is not such a fast player. So I hope Lane United adjust in that sense, and if they have number 11 up front, they don't have to keep 3 players just watching on him. So we'll see, but I think that it might be even more vertical, the approach to the game by Highlanders. So again, that should result in a much more open game from the goal.
Well, we'll have to see. It was the goal that was the only thing that was missing from Lane United's performance on Thursday. So as a coach, as a player, what do you do to sort of motivate yourself when you know you were doing everything right and you still couldn't score?
No, you just keep giving confidence to your players in case they need. You just give them some love, and honestly, the goals are tricky at times, and it's just keeping the confidence on the players. Sometimes the players just give too much thinking in those moments, and it's just keep playing the game, and the game is going to reward you. Honestly, there is no much to say, especially when it's been just for 24 hours, 36 hours. Nick Moon has proved during the season that he can score, and there are other players that can do that. So just don't overthought those elements and just keep playing the game the right way, and then you will be rewarded.
Well, just about set to get underway. It is again Canada Day, so happy celebrations to those of you up north, and hello as well to anyone else who may be watching in Spain at a more reasonable hour for you than the regular Lane United games.
Yeah, and about the Canada Day, I am sure that the boys from Foothills are already watching this game, because they are coming here to Lane to play against Foothills. Well, they are coming here to play against Lane in a few days, so I would like to give shout-outs to Elaya Adekube. I'm sure he's watching the game, and probably also Coach Tommy Weldon is already watching this broadcasting. So we'll see soon those boys, and also a happy day for all of Canadians. Also for the fans of Highlanders, they have also a nice group of fans, and I am sure they are watching this broadcasting as well.
Little sloppiness early on and some possession for Vancouver.
And in terms of the formation, we see already that Batuso is playing up front, and Kurimato and Constant are playing on the wings for the Highlanders. So, and today is number 17, Van Doorn, which is a skillful player that we mentioned that he was able to play on the center of the pitch, and that's what he. So it's a kind of a 4-2-3-1 for the Highlanders today. Meanwhile, it's the same kind of formation for Lane United, with 2 wingers in the names of Akin Ward and Rafa Llamas. We'll see if the 3 center backs adjust today with the only opponent of number 11, Batuso, and we see more of Casey Chaffertal moving forward to the center, because he's actually a holding midfielder originally, and just getting more numbers in that positions.
Chaffertal, another very versatile player for Lane United. We've seen him play kind of a hybrid center back role like he's playing today. We've seen him play out wide as a fullback, and then as a holding mid as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, it seems like we talk about it.
Right there is Casey. I think it's to me it's evident that they don't need more than 2 players with Batuso, and just being aware. I hope Casey does that more during the game, but we'll see how this develops. Here we have Kurimato, who played an excellent game to his style, and he continues to do the same.
He's going to go one-on-one again, and
he always does a 1v1 battle.
It draws a foul.
As a coach,
again.
I am not very happy to see that, because this is a collective team, but a collective sport. But
Well, sometimes when you do go 1v1, you have exactly what happened there, where you sort of leave the defense the only option to kind of grab a hold of you and draw the foul. That's what happened that led to Victoria's goal.
No, yeah, and
on
I'm
Thursday
talking
as
about how to coach the game to boys, but different games and different opponents, they require different elements from you. So if Highlanders is a team that feels comfortable playing 1v1s, that's fine for them, and you have to adjust to that. Let's see Goto here.
Goto on the free kick again, this time played as a cross and headed out of the box by Lane United, but only right back to a black shirt.
We also need to thank you, Goto, and the backup goalie for them helping us with the interview the other day. I know it was difficult for all of us.
A truly international moment.
It was
cool.
very nice and kind from them. And it shows how wonderful can be soccer.
Exactly. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, how easy can put people together.
Many levels.
Regardless of your level of communication with languages.
Now there's Kurimoto again. This time he finds Goto, and then Goto's pass, trying to find Batasul, but not quite on him.
I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't think Batuso is so comfortable playing up top. He's not very mobile, so we'll see how they can utilize, or they switch a little bit if it's not working for them. And on the other side, if Lane United get advantage of that situation.
Reed Strand run into there, had the doors close on him. One foothill player to either side. Ismail touched it forward for Moon and taken away Vancouver through 5 minutes. Little spell of possession in their own half for the Highlanders. Now they'll play direct and vertical once again. Goto to Batuso.
Oof. Okay. Oh.
Pass towards Goto. Now dangerous.
Too much time,
Goto's
too much
shot.
space. Too much time, too much space. Different to, when was it? Yesterday? No.
Thursday.
Thursday. I'm so difficult to situate myself today. Okay. Different to Thursday. Lane United has not started the game with the same intensity. We'll see. Is Highlanders the ones feeling more comfortable and on the go from the minute zero? We'll see how this develops during the game.
Here's their first corner of the match. Swung in low, and Prescott pokes that away. Another cross to be swung in. This one's centered and now cleared by Lane United. It'll go all the way to the lone center back, all the way back for Victoria. Now Norgrove needing to play it with his feet 30 yards from goal.
And we can say that we have seen Timbers U23 coach attending the game. They are playing tomorrow. Highlanders at Timbers U23, so a scout right from the field. There is no better way to see and sense how the other team is playing when you can see them live. You see the body language. You see what our great friend and cameraman cannot show on his shot. And you always get much more information when you can be actually on the field. And you mentioned before that we have today on the goal Ben Willis. He's an excellent goalkeeper, and Lane United knows already, and he played the first games up to the moment in which Simon Miralles arrived. So Lane United is so thankful for having him on the goalie again, right, Isaac? And he's just a tremendous goalkeeper and a good teammate. So hopefully he get more playing time and he can show his abilities once more.
Prescott with it, and Prescott's got the armband on today. Forward for Ward, played down to Moon onside. Dangerous position for Lane United now. Nick Moon sizing up his man. And now he'll let Akeem Ward roll in behind him. Tries to slide it to Ward, but poked away. Good job with Stadler to stick with that now. Prescott moving the other way. Isma Fernandez's ball deflected. Van Dorn played wide. Now back to Van Dorn again. And Stadler in front of that one. Macchione back to Stadler, and Reedstrand in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Chasing it down is Macchione on goal, and puts it wide. Norgrove a little out of position and couldn't best him.
Yeah, the wall persists for Anthony Macchione. I think that today the advantage for Lane United is going to be right behind number 18, in between number 18 and number 16, because Curimato is not really being aware of a King Ward situation when Lane United attacks, and I think that might be okay.
Moon took a shot deflected.
Yeah.
Isma trying to watch that one fall out of the sky.
Because we mentioned that it's the same game plan, but Highlanders have switched a little bit their approach today. They have two holding midfielders, so they have superiority in numbers in the midfield, and that's going to make it more difficult right there for Joel Wrightstrand today, and also for Isma Fernandez. So now on the other side, one line of confrontation in the midfield have chances, but especially I think it's that right flank with Akeem Ward.
Ward's cross in.
Beautiful.
Knocked down, handball,
and PK. Yep. Right from the right flank. I think that was the point of attack for Lane United. Who is gonna take this shot? Isma Fernandez. Okay, I got the answer immediately.
Well, it's what we've been saying all year. When the Reds get the flanks involved, dangerous things happen.
And I was checking the way Curimato was taking care or not of Akeem Ward, and he was completely unaware of Akeem Ward. So we said it before, 1v1 of Akeem Ward is always good. Isma Fernandez, Norgrove.
Fernandez v. Norgrove, here we go, 12th minute. Waiting for the whistle from the ref, now we're ready. Isma picks his spot. Connects and scores!
Beautifully taken shot.
Put that one in a position where even though Norgrove guessed correctly, we must say Norgrove did guess correctly because he's been on fire these last game in 11 minutes, but
I restrained myself of talking because I thought Isma was gonna go there, but when you take it very good, there is no way a goalkeeper is going to save a penalty kick. It's just impossible. And I think it was very well taken.
Well, a red wind blowing from the south. The Reds take a 1-0 lead through the PK from Isma Fernandez.
And it's funny, the wind. Today the wind is blowing.
Today it blows it off the pitch.
Yeah.
We've had the opposite problem before.
Yep. So here we go with a different beginning to the game in all the possible ways, right? Highlanders kind of being more settled, more dictating the game, but they receive already the first goal of the game. we'll see how this develops, because what we were telling about the approach, the system is still on play. Highlanders have superiority on the midfield. I think there is superiority on the right flank for Lane United. Hopefully they keep capitalizing on that. Let's see how Batuso, the 3 center backs from the Reds. But this goal is going to bring some excitement, and hopefully it continues to give us more entertainment as the players enjoy more and more the game.
Macchione, a little bit of individual footwork.
Yep.
On the entry, but
that's the place. That's the place.
That, though, and he does able to knock it off with the defender, keeps it with the Reds.
We see how Kurimato really or whoever is in that flank, they don't care about Akin Ward. And that's always a good sign for Lane United. The Stephen Curry defended by one player that we mentioned Thursday.
It's not going to go well. Strand runs in behind him, but Ward will hold on to it.
Nice.
Now slid into the middle to Zambrano, back for Ward, and cleared away, but
yep.
Different look. So linesman right on it.
And then we have the Highlanders vertical. Yes, right from the goal to the highest player, and then trying to get something from a header, layoff, etc.
Zambrano Macchione wide for Ward. Ward's ball in. Has to be deflected out. That's a corner kick coming up for the Reds in the 15th minute.
Looking good.
Quarter of an hour in, and
highway open for Akin Ward and capitalizing from there, the Reds. Oe chant already.
Crossed in, headed
Oh,
down,
wow.
and a great save from Norgrove. Stop me if you've heard that one before.
In another shot from Macchione. Macchione and Norgrove are going to go to have dinner together. They're going to have so much to talk about.
I think that might be an interesting conversation.
But it's going to be on Norgrove because it's Canadian Day, so he's the one that has to pay this one.
Oh, okay. I like it.
And after all these saves, no.
He owes Macchione something after all of these.
I would say so. But the goal by Isma is gonna, you kind of forget. If you are winning, you don't have all the weight on yourself. So I think Macchione is gonna benefit also from this.
Macchione again on the ball briefly. Now Zambrano
How
over
much?
to Fernandez.
Nice.
Good ball from Isma to Llamas. Llamas gets it back. Now Macchione.
Shoot it,
no,
Isma.
it's Isma. Isma takes the shot.
And goal!
Scores! Isma's been taking shots from that position for as long as he's been at Lane United. And I believe that's the second or third, at least of the year, he's scored from that position. And Isma Fernandez feeling it 17 minutes in.
Yeah. Okay, this is a sport we love. So unpredictable at times. Well, I don't know if unpredictable, but it's just wonderful. The way basically the energy that the goals bring and how much a goal can change the picture, the feelings of you as individual, of the team, of the people around this stadium. It's wonderful what the goal brings to everyone. And we have already 2 and more to go.
More to come, maybe.
Yeah.
The Reds really feeling it now.
I think the field now is just leaning down toward Norgrove goal. Everything goes better.
And it felt good to finally beat Norgrove from the spot. Feels even better to get him in the run of play.
Yep, I do agree.
But as we've seen, it only takes a matter of seconds to score a goal. There's really no such thing as a safe lead. So you got to keep the pressure on if you're the Reds. They do keep the pressure on right over the top to Ward.
Yeah.
Ward stays on side, and he's going to get a throw-in out of this. As now the wind changes directions a little bit and blows that smoke towards Norgrove this time. Just getting the spacing right. Zambrano to Macchioni, a little too heavy on the pass, but Strand
Same
knocks
thing.
it down.
Keep using Llamas. Keep using Akin Ward. Good. That's good.
Searching ball finds Llamas. He knocks it down, and Victoria able to take it away, and they'll get a free kick.
Yeah. No, it's time. You get 2 goals. It's time to keep doing the little things that you have to do in order to have more enjoyment during this game. Because there is only one recipe. You keep pushing, you keep getting the most of this good moment for your team where everyone is going to take a little bit of risk, everyone is going to be more aggressive, and that's what you want. It's been a long stretch kind of, that's the way it has been feeling for Lane United to get goals, to get wins, so you have to enjoy this moment, and everyone has to take a little bit of risk now that the game is on your favor. Okay, let's go, Nick.
Nick Moon on side.
And goal! And goal! Yep, this is exactly what we are talking about. You have to go for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7. Just don't leave anything. Don't leave anything out. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. The PDL season is so short. You have to take advantage of this moment, and I am feeling very happy for Nick Moon. He was frustrated yesterday. No, he was frustrated on Thursday, and he's been playing and doing all he has for this team this season, and it's paying off, and he's rewarded right there.
He's had some nifty finishes this year. The diving header comes to mind, but that one not to be missed either. Nice little near post finish to beat the keeper.
It was all about precision. That's all you want when you are finishing. Precision, not power.
Placement over power.
Everyone has ability to go for power when you are 20-something. You have to go for precision, and that's just a finish of someone that is comfortable in his abilities. Nick Moon is a great player.
And a well-timed run, too, to get in behind the defense and stay on side there. All around, just great play from the Reds.
We said yesterday that Nick Moon has to have a little bit of a free role and being just always more involved because it's so difficult to defend. And today everything is just working in terms of the score. And so just keep going. If this is the day, it wasn't on Thursday. If this is the day, just get the most of it. And what a different scenario for Simon Norgrove, right?
Yeah.
He was like invincible a couple of 36 hours ago, and today he's looking to his goal and he's like, oof, it's full of holes.
Chance for Victoria to answer, punched away Willis, but right to Kurimoto. He's got to pick himself up, and Willis looks like he's a little bit off balance on one of his legs there.
Yep.
We'll see, he's really hobbling around.
Well, right now, yeah. But it's funny the situation with the goalkeepers as well today, so we'll see. But the goalkeeper has the ability, and he will do it, to go to the ground, and the ref has to stop the game. So if he feels he's gonna do that right now, that's what he's doing. So the second goalkeeper has to start the warm-up right now because he might have to go into the game. You know, you have to see if it's something that can be serious, and if that's the case, you have to go right away out of the field. And the
next goalkeeper on the list would be Jose Luis Ruiz Subirats.
No, he's not here anymore. Celu is already in Spain. So
well, that could be problematic for the Reds then.
No, there is another goalkeeper. Don't worry about it. But Celu is not anymore here. Yeah. And Ben is now, I mean, much better body language by Ben. I think he's feeling that it's nothing big, but he's gonna know sure. He's gonna know soon, and if not, he has 20 more minutes to figure out and then to talk with the coaching staff.
Poked away from Prescott, and
meanwhile, Isaac, what's the score?
3-0.
Okay, good. So many 0-0. Nice ball. Where?
It wasn't. It was the last two games for Lane United at home ended in 1-0 reverses.
Yeah.
After starting the season where they could do nothing but score at home. So good to get back into the rhythm of it on offense. Back for Prescott. And he'll play it back to Ben Willis. Let's get the boys spread out again before playing it for Prescott himself. Now a long ball for Llamas. Off a Highlander foot. And it'll be the Reds to take the throw in the 25th.
And of course, on the other side, Highlanders, these 3 goals have kind of, taking the air from the Highlanders.
Great from the Reds to keep possession there.
Yep.
Reed Strand to Akeem Ward in a lot of space. Now back for Reed Strand.
Golazo! Golazo!
Boy, when the Reds figure it out, they really figure it out. A 4-goal first half, and that one was.
And then we have the capoeira celebration by Joel, the Swedish kid. That's just how much talent Joel has, because once Akin get him the ball, he knew he wanna do that, and he did that. When you are able to do that at any level, it just shows how much talent Joel has, and it's just up to him.
I am jealous of the folks at home because you can all scroll back and watch that goal a second time. I've got to wait until I get home tonight to see that goal a second time.
Okay, I will do that, but I will tell you, our position from here, it was just excellent.
It was beautiful.
We could see
beautiful.
the
bend on that ball,
absolutely.
The brilliance of the spot that he put it. Nothing that Norgrove could have done.
But that's the quality this boy has. Joel Reistrand. So much quality, so much talent, and he shows. It's just up to him to keep showing it and to keep having his teams getting better results here in Lane at the University of Crichton. Next year he's a senior. If I am not wrong, he's going to be the leader of that team, where there is also Akeem Ward, there is Peter Prescott, there is Mitch Lagro, Anthony McKinney. So for every Lane United follower that wanna keep track of these boys, just watch NCAA games where University of Crichton is playing, because you're gonna see more of those things by Joel, Akeem, and everyone else. But that was sensational. That's just pure beauty, pure
just
quality.
What a difference from Thursday night.
Okay, now that we are just having fun, let's see that I never do these things, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw there one professional name, and it's Andrea Pirlo. Joel Reistrand likes Andrea Pirlo a lot. That's a goal that Andrea Pirlo is able to do. And I know this is just pure blah, 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 pure speculation, but that's a goal that Andrea Pirlo has done in his professional career. That's a shot that he has in his arsenal, and Joel has as well. It's just emulation of your idols. That's what Joel did right there. And he's going to be able to show that goal always with your narration, Isaac. When he has family, he's going to show that.
Oh, and the same thing from Moon Binder who was the third goal scorer in the first half against Seattle. When the Reds feel it, they score some really pretty goals, and it's contagious when everyone starts to feel good.
Of course, it's contagious. That's why we say this is a collective sport. The individuals are not making a difference. It's when everyone is involved that you really can take risk. That's why Joel is a talented player. He does it anyways. But it's 3-0, and that's when you are able to try those things that you have seen from your idols, basically.
Good save for Ben Willis.
Yeah.
But he's still
All right, back on top of things here.
Oh yeah, yep.
Mixing up some identifications. We'll get it sorted out. Advantage played as
There is Kurimato.
Kurimato. Stop me if you've heard this before. 1v1 into the box.
Well, he does 1v3, 1v4. That's his style. Yep.
The Victoria Fabian Kurimatos.
There he is.
Cheb Fatal.
Yeah, that's the worst thing of being in. And not just, it might not be just his fault. It's just always, how the team is functioning. But when you do that a lot, no matter you are Kurimato, no matter you are playing U12 or in a professional setting, is usually not good for the team. That's nice by number 17. That's the kind of efforts that show to the scout, the coaches, that there is something special in those players.
Macchione chasing that one down. He may get there. Macchione. A lot of work to keep that one. Now back for Moon. Moon's got choices.
And goal.
And
golazo! Golazo! Golazo by Nick Moon.
Goals on goals tonight for Lane United.
So good, so good. Nick Moon, you are a great player. Enjoy this moment, man. Enjoy it.
Iñaki, you were asking me before the game, or someone was asking me, are we going to see some frustration from Lane United tonight? I think that we're seeing them take out their frustration.
Of course.
Scoring all these goals.
Of course, that's why. You have to be steady in those days in which you don't have your day. You have to be steady and keep grinding and get whatever you get. And in those days in which everything is on your part, you are gonna get this. So that's part of soccer. And we talk about mentality. It's just you have to be there as a team. And just like Jonathan, players like Jonathan Stalder and some other players that do it day in, day out, that's what makes a difference. And then some days you are going to score a bunch of goals, and some other games you are going to have to just get the results. And that's just in the DNA of this sport, this beautiful sport. But for Nick Moon, for example, I think this means a lot. He's a special kid, and he has been there every single day trying to do everything for his team, and it's awesome to see some gratification by the game to him. That was an excellent goal again.
It was, and if you've lost track, let's go 1 to 5. It's been Isma, Nick Moon, Reed Strand, and then Nick Moon again, and each one prettier than the last, it seems.
Now, when you are playing at the young level, you tell to your players this is still 0-0, and I know that sounds a little cliche, but I hope they keep doing this. Press, and you keep
Ward, Macchione on the side, and then Akeem Ward getting into it.
Not needed, Akeem. Not needed, Akeem. Oh, not
And
needed. Not needed.
someone goes flying, and now we've got some more frustrations.
Oh,
More
Brandon.
shoving involving Brendan Zambrano and
Yeah.
Norgrove. Now Stadler getting into it. And now we need the referees to.
No. Casey, Peter, they have to take off from there. Brandon was a little too hot. Akeem was too hot. This is part of the game as well. The other team is going to have to do those things. And just take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah. This is what it's a team about as well. You have to know which are the players that get hot, teammates, and just take them out of the conversation.
So we'll see any other discipline handed out right now.
You have the card, you gotta show it, dude. That's ridiculous.
For
You gotta show
Joel?
it to the right
For
person,
Joel?
too.
The original
Wow.
recipient.
For Joel Rystrom? Okay.
A yellow card for scoring too nice a goal.
And that's all? Well, I don't know. No.
And now a yellow card is
No, now it's gonna be what else for Heath,
Hey, get 12 away from you.
and
That's
what
you're
else for
talking right now.
Akeem, and maybe Brandon Zambrano was in there. We'll see. There is a lot of it's gonna be a yellow
Still owe a card to them.
spectacle.
Thank
Yellow
you.
for Heath. And yellow for yellow for Zambrano.
Might just want to call over the players he's
Yellow
not
for
going to put into the book.
Zambrano. Okay.
Think
No, nothing from Akeem.
we'll classify all of these under unsporting behavior in the rule book, just general yellows. You think we'll have any stoppage time from this?
Oh yes.
Just a bit.
Now, okay. We were talking about the beauty of the game. This is part of the game, and you also saw the kind of player you are right now. And no. Oh, yellow for
Stadler.
John. Okay. I hope
Hey, that's what happens when you're getting killed. in the
Jonathan
30th
Jonathan is the captain. He has to cool down because, and he has to cool down his teammates. So hopefully he does
You
it.
don't actually play the game.
But again, I was telling, this is part of the game. This is nothing new.
It is.
This is nothing new. This has been happening and will continue to happen in the game, and the players know. So I hope they come back to play the game. Now, as a coaching staff for Highlanders, because they have another game tomorrow, but also for Lane United, you have to take off some of these boys if they don't cool down, because red cards are gonna come out, and you want them to be playing against Calgary. And some of them are very important players, like Akeem, like Jonathan, Brandon. So this is part of the game as a coach, and you have to identify.
And an early sub,
Yeah.
first half substitution from Vancouver.
Not motivated because of this debate, because Constant was not in the argue, I think. But number 6 Guindo is part of the game now for number 9 Constant.
Reed Strand for Yamas caught a bit of wind and it's too far.
Again, all of this is part of soccer. Guindo goes right away to the midfield position,
Shogoto, nice little flip forward.
but
Offside.
they might go with 3. Oh no, Godo! Look, Godo coming back to his fullback.
Back where it all started, the fullback.
Versatile player. Whoever you need me, I am their coach.
And it
Those
seems
are
like
those are the players you want
that
to
comes
have.
up on the broadcast every time. The versatility of players that's required at this level, just interchangeable moving parts.
No, and more soccer is going in that direction. So you are trying to coach that thing to the players as well. We are gonna see more and more on the roster slash like defender, midfielder, winger, because that's where the game is going.
Chubb for tall, one-on-one on D.
So many things happening in a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Five goals before lunchtime.
I'm sure our Twitter account is full of tweets now, right now. So much incidences going on. Five goals, 3 or 4 yellow cards, subs.
It's a lot to keep us busy. I hope you were awake for this one.
Yeah. If not, get your
If not, you are now.
coffee machine going right now and just wake up, boys.
Collision there, but just a crash, nothing else.
Oh, there is the fullback on the box. I love that.
And nearly creating the goal. Nice cross from Shogoto, but too far.
Yeah. It's a very interesting player from Japan. We'll see more from him, I'm sure. In following years in PDL or whoever he decides to continue his soccer career. There's offside. I don't think that's the best position for number 11, honestly. It's good for the Reds.
39th minute now. Do not adjust your television set. The 5-0 scoreline is correct. Isma, Moon, Reedstrand, and Moon again. And they've just been getting prettier and prettier as the night's been going on. Reds don't look done. Ward forward for Moon, nice ball. Now Moon gonna turn on. He plays it to the middle and has to be dangerously cleared for a corner.
Prediction, another thing I don't want to do, I'm doing a lot of those today. This is going to go into the historic trademarks for Lane United, I think. It's going to be probably the best goals Lane United has scored in a PDL game. I think it's completely opened the game, and we are going to see more and more.
Corner headed down and saved by Norgrove.
Yep.
Gotta feel good for Simon to get his paws on one again. Throw in for the Reds. Lost but taken right back by Lane United. Macchione for Yamas. Can Yamas keep it? Not quite. Only cleared for a throw, though, for the Reds in the 40th minute. A lifetime supply of goals in this first half. And just like the first game of June, or the last game of June, the 30th or July 1st? What day are we here?
It's July 1st.
July 1st. It's Canada Day, that's right. So just like the first game of June, the first game of July, gonna fill up the PDL goal of the month video already from Lane United.
Mm-hmm.
Nice crowd on hand to watch it.
Yeah, this is one of those days in which you get late to the stadium, and you are asking the people besides you, hey,
What happened?
yeah, what's
going on?
How was the second goal? Oh, and the third one? Oh, and the fourth? Wow, okay. Okay, Staller going all the way. I love that. It's putting pressure. You have numbers in your defensive side. It's fine. It's fine. It's always better to put pressure. Wow.
Dangerous. Kurimoto in front. Will it save? Skied by Bartolillo. Francesco Bartolillo had the chance.
The Highlanders are asking a PK.
You can't even do anything right. You had a
because-
wide open net. How does that feel?
Because someone was fighting. I think it was Casey fighting with number 16. So usually the refs now are taught to do the advantage law, and then after that they decide what to do. But at the same time, it was an easy finish for number 8 Bartolito, which just
He put too much power on it. It's
Yes.
exactly what we were saying on the second Nick Moon goal. It's placement over power.
is when you close your eyes, you just go all the way. It's never good that.
Close your eyes and pray. Not a very high percentage shot. Dangerous. And Chep Vertal knocks that one away for a corner.
Well, that said, I think we can be happy that the boys have settled down and cooled down a little bit after that big argument on the minute 30 or so, and they have kept back to their duty, which is playing soccer.
Stadler heads that away. Into the box again now and over the goal, lands on top of it. "44th minute.
Stoppage time, at least 2 minutes. Usually the referees wow, 3. I am seeing, oh yeah, I think I saw 4. I was seeing the sign of the referees, or 4 or 5.
Poked in front, still bouncing around, still in front, and now finally Norgrove is able to take it away from the feet of Isma Fernandez.
I think I saw 4 minutes.
It could be. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had, just on the goals alone, have been a fair amount of stoppage.
Usually referees don't want to do a
Too
lot
much
of
in the
stoppage
first
in the
half,
first
yeah.
half. But at the same time, it's just...
All right, back to Stadler and then Willis.
And remember that we also have Ben Willis on the ground for a little bit. We have already one sub, so yeah, 4 or 5 minutes will be
PK tends to add a minute.
absolutely the PK. But the PK is part of the game. That's not, you don't have a stoppage time because of the PK. That's part of it. But the injured time and then all the litigation about what happened in that melee, that should be part of it.
Into the last minute of regular first half time here. What are you saying in the locker rooms at halftime in a game where the score is 5-0 going into the break?
Well, we have said many times that the soccer game is a mental game today more than ever. It was that from the beginning, and it's still the same thing now. It's just you have to be first cool. You have to cool down yourself and trying to play, because this is going to happen more and more, and trying to be smart. Smart is going to be one word that you are going to listen a lot in the locker room. You're going to do some subs, thinking on the next game. You don't want to have yellow cards converted into red cards. So being smart, being professional in the way you portray yourself during this second half, but then also trying to have fun, honestly. I think fun should be another important element. So I know this is quite generic and it's not super specific in terms of soccer, but that's what has to be said in this locker room.
But the Sul centering and goal, 5-1.
And now you have one example, of the thing. This is good for John Gallas and Cone Capelletti, because you told them, hey, we don't want to see more of that. Okay, that's an easy goal, and it might happen. So this is just easy for them to put into tangible an example of what you want to avoid if you still want to keep fun.
Yeah, I think the finish on that was Bartolillo. A little tough to see who got the last foot to it.
I think so, but to be honest, I was more focused on the play by number 11. I didn't follow I think it was Bartolillo, probably. Yeah, we can ask him. He's gonna know. We will ask Bartolillo. We will ask Francesco later. Did you score that one?
I'm sure they'll be very much willing to talk after this game. So just in first half stoppage time here, it's 5-1.
Oh, this is an important moment. We still have 2 more minutes, maybe, and it's like, we don't want to concede another one right now.
Llamas in front of that, but taken off his foot by the Highlanders at the corner of the box now, poked away. And now they play all the way to the back. Macchione giving pressure on Heath. And get rid of it towards Goto. Goto's centering pass headed away. Now knocked down by Moon for Akeem Ward. Ward back to Moon and now back to Stadler. Taken away though by Victoria. Bartolillo
Good job.
nearly had it, but Stadler runs right into it.
Yeah. Beautiful first touch by Llamas. That wanna do those things that sometimes you do when you are winning 5-1. Emulate those goals that you have watched as a kid. 40 yards out, trying to beat the goalkeeper, difficult.
Difficult, but if it's going to happen, it seems like it's going to happen today.
Yeah.
Can't really fault him for taking the shot.
But at the same time, look at that.
Bartolillo again. And
But anyway, we said it, no? That today we were going to watch a lot of goals, just for those lows of the game, that one day nothing goes in and the next day everything goes in. That's what is happening today.
And that'll do for the first half. An offensive explosion from Lane United. They score 5 times before they concede once. They go into the break 5-1, leading the goals one more time. Isma Fernandez with the first 2, then Nick Moon with the brace. In between the 2 Nick Moon goals was a brilliant finish from Joel Reedstrand. 5-1 at the half. Iñaki, any closing thoughts before we take a break?
I hope the viewers have enjoyed the goals and the excitement. Those were quality goals, PDL at any level. Those were excellent finishes. And I hope we have more of that in the second half. It's going to be a little bit different. But the Reds today are showing that they care about these following games, and that it's rewarding to come here to watch these games, and also for the ones watching from home. So hopefully we will see and have more of that in this second half.
Well, we will take a break, be back with you for the second half. Until then, don't go anywhere. Where did that come from? That game. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, well, indeed.
Yeah, he's wearing number 8 today. These are probably our most likely subs. I got it right back. But Joe Porter played yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came on.
I hope we see Jacob Filthy. I like him.
Hey, here you go, man.
I know, I was gonna say, it's my jam. It's my favorite song, it's 5-1, it's a beautiful day. The Red Aces only have one smoke bomb left.
Oh, really? Did you ask him?
Yeah.
So do you use it at 6-1, or do you wait to see if we get like a 7 score?
See, you can use it if we score 6, or you can just wait until like the 90th minute and just light on victory.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Lane United merchandise tent with our new Hummel kits and a wide selection of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. They've got something to fit every UFC fan style. Also, locally owned Oakshire Brewing is serving up craft brews at the beer garden. Oakshire proudly supports LUFC and the Red Aces. The Oakshire Brewing Public House is now open until midnight on home match nights. head over and raise a glass to the boys in red.
But that's still boys in red. That's the thing.
Looking for a way to help your kids improve their soccer skills over the summer? Sign up now for our upcoming youth soccer camps in July and August. Open to boys and girls of all abilities, ages 8 through 14. Head over to laneunited.com/camps to learn more and sign up your kid today. At this time, could all Lane United fans please exit the field? At this moment, if all personnel not associated with Lane United or the Victoria Highlanders, please exit the field. Thank you.
As predicted, there's someone who's eight-game winning streak right now. Getting the cycling by
Already
the 2
today?
baseball
Jesus, yeah.
and the 5 track and field.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get 8 or 10 right the first day, and you just pick one the rest of it.
No, that's not usually what happens. Usually they sprint ahead in the first like 5 to 10 days.
Yeah.
And they go until they lose. They don't pick every single one necessarily.
Right.
Past like the second day, they like sprint ahead to like 10 to 20 the first 2 days, and then they make it to about 25 to 30 within 5 to 10 days, and then there's sit idle for the last 20 days.
We can hear it.
Not me though. Slow and steady wins the race. Not usually, but taking the turn. Sort of. Yeah, I'm gonna be potentially fine though.
back for the second half. Iñaki making his way back up here, and we'll look out for any substitutions we might see. Not seeing any right now. And underway half number 2. 5-1. Again is the score as we start this half.
Midfielder Justin Donaldson. And number 14, a midfielder, Owen Pierce. And number 13, midfielder, Alden Moore.
So Donaldson, Pierce, and Moore enter for Victoria. No subs that we're aware of yet for Lane United. And we'll see what this second half has in store for us after a very entertaining goal-filled first half. I spoke with one of the Red Aces at halftime. They said they only have one smoke bomb left. They're running out of their supply with all these goals in the first half.
Oh, they are going to use that one.
They'll find a way to use it.
Yep.
Chubb for Tall. For Llamas. And now Isma. Long ball forward towards Moon, cleared away.
Oh, whatever.
And Zambrano forward for Llamas. Here's a chance. Rafael Llamas takes a shot, and venomous though it was, right at Norgrove.
Yeah. Llamas definitely wants to put a sign in this game as well in terms of scoring. I think he has been trying since the first half, and it seems clear that he wants to become a scorer today.
Hakeem Ward is given a gift there, and he'll play a long ball towards Isma. But knocked down and collected by McGurdy.
Yeah, we see Guindo, who was playing on the midfield the last 15 minutes of the first half, is now playing as a center back.
And Baltasul got a handful of Joel Reedstrand there, and referee saw it. Got to make sure control is maintained here after the brouhaha we had in the first half. Didn't think I'd come to the park today and get to work the word brouhaha into the broadcast, but there you have it. 48th minute, Hakeem Ward's ball forward, headed down and away, and Victoria take possession, but Macchione almost able to take it right back for Lane United. Now the Highlanders looking up the pitch, trying to respond. They did get their one goal very late in the first half and had a couple of half chances, little possession after that one goal that could have made it 2. Other than that, a pretty quiet first half for the visitors from Victoria. Isma Fernandez on it for Ward. And Hakeem Ward still on the ball now, back to Isma Fernandez. Has options, and he'll choose the one that involves playing it for Macchione. Macchione controls it now, back for Reedstrand. Reedstrand dangerous with it at his feet, gives it back to Macchione on the wing, and that cross in will be deflected out for a Lane United corner.
Yeah, no substitution for the Reds, same formation, and
quick corner taken.
Yep.
We've seen that a lot from the Reds this season. Now to Macchione into the box, slid forward, he's a shot and scores! That's 3 for Isma Fernandez, the hat trick. And it's 6-1, and there is the last opportunity. Maybe they'll save the smoke this time be the Red Aces.
I am not sure what's the term, but in Spanish we say goleada, la goleada más grande, the biggest goal scoring difference, or is goleada the term. And I think, I am almost sure, I don't have the whole history of results by Lane United Imperial on my mind right now, but I think this is the biggest one.
Certainly in league play, I can't think of any. Maybe in a friendly, but even in the friendlies,
and what I want,
we've tended to cap it around 6.
Friendlies
but
on
it's a different scale.
It's very different.
Very different.
It's very
different.
Yeah, you don't put in the I don't think you put on the history of your club just those records in friendlies, but. And I think it's going to continue to grow today. So let's live the moment and let's enjoy this unusual, incredible number of goals put on the net by the Reds today. And I think this, just in terms of the scoring, that's what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a day that is going to be reminded for many years. I'm not completely surprised. I just want to enjoy this prolific effort by the Reds, and I am sure it's going to continue to go this way because today everything seems easy, right?
Yeah.
Right. That is my goal. It's like, oh, wow, okay, another one. So let's just continue to go in this direction, and hopefully from here we'll see more goals and wins on the next game against Foothills, but. Let's try for a little bit to live in this historic moment for the Reds with this goleada. So three for Isma and 2 for Nick.
And it's a brace for
plus Joel.
A brace for Moon, a hat trick for Isma, and then Joel Reedstrand not to be outdone with a golazo of his own. Nice little move from Llamas, gets the crowd into it a little bit, as if the crowd hasn't had enough to cheer about today. Zambrano knocked off the ball physically there, but nothing doing for the referee. Victoria take possession. Isma tapped it towards Reedstrand, but taken back away by Vancouver. Bartolillo with a quick touch. Now Reedstrand back to Llamas. Will start again from Lane United. Macchione heads that forward, chested down though by McGurdy.
That's Pierce that is now in the holding midfielder position for the Highlanders, one of the most important players for the Canadians, and he is occupying the position that number 17 Burton was playing in the first half. Meanwhile, Donaldson, number 7, usually is more a wing player, but today is playing more in a center position of the midfield as well with Pierce. They do a kind of 4-1-4-1 right now. Again, I am not very convinced of the utility of number 11, Batusol, as the highest player. But regardless, this is the formation and the plan for Highlanders in this second half, and let's see how it develops. And I'm sure that they are also thinking on tomorrow game, 12:30 at Salem against Timber U23. Another big duty for the Canadians, and a very important game for the development of the division for Timber U23 and Calgary Foothills especially.
This Lane United team going to be rooting pretty hard for Victoria tomorrow. Any points that can be taken away from the top of the division, helpful for Lane United, but probably the season. But it's not about the season. It's about today and this game, and it's been a historic performance from the Reds today, and that's what we should be looking at and focusing on. Because the players have worked real hard to earn this today. It hasn't happened accidentally. Nice ball played down for Nick Moon again. And
good defending, good duel by Nick Moon and McGurdy right there. And again, the other thing that we see always in these minutes as a coach is just the behavior of the player. It's so important in these minutes when apparently the game is already kind of put away, how every individual is behaving.
Isma's corner was knocked down, and role
how
in
much you are
the
helping,
6-yard box.
how much you are helping your teammates, how much vocal you are. It's just really, really important. You, as a coach, you are always taking notes of these moments, and sometimes when you are a player, you don't realize about those things. Many times, actually, but these are really, really important moments for coaches.
Bartolillo, nice move, and I think Hakeem Ward got a foot to that pass.
Yeah.
Able to knock it to Ben Willis, whose throw only goes as far as Victoria.
Too much in the middle. Yep, that's easy defended by the Reds.
Brandon Zambrano now puts the foot into it. Macchione knocks it down back
Nick
for
Moon on the
Riedstrand.
run. Nick
Chance
Moon
for
on
the
the
Reds
run.
on the
Good
counter, and
defended.
Riedstrand not able to play it forward for Nick Moon. But Llamas intercepts that one. Llamas still, Llamas maybe still, and he wants the foul.
That was a risk.
Got it.
That was a risky play, I think, by Llamas. I think he's trying to protect himself, but that might be risky.
And it's just a throw for the Reds, in fact.
Yeah.
Possession is possession. And Chub Vertal back for Willis. 57th minute, 6-1.
Thankfully, Ben Willis is feeling good, and that was just a little bit of alarm, but nothing more than that. And we have the Gonzaga keeper defending the goal for the Reds in the second half.
Hakeem Ward onto it, has a moment to play it for Llamas. Instead, he'll go back to Chub Vertal as the Reds set up. Isma Fernandez now. Long ball towards Zambrano.
Nice duel right there. Goro versus Zambrano, two good players. Let's see.
Cotto v Zambrano. Zambrano into the box. Macchione. Back for Nick Moon. Now back to Anthony Macchione. He takes a shot side netting. There's a player who's thirsty for a goal himself, and Anthony Macchione.
Yes. And the teammates are trying to help him, giving him assist. This is what we were talking about. Just being a good teammate. You
This
know
is what
that
a
your
team is,
teammate
exactly.
is having a situation in which you have been yourself as well, and you just have to help. And this is soccer is so much about those things that are not really on the reports and are not on the score sheet. That's why it's so fascinating, this game. Like right now, Llamas, for example, he has his own game. He's a little bit upset with a couple of things. He has to come back, but he needs also a teammate to help him coming back to what is important. And those things are constantly happening during the game. And there are some players that are leaders because they can just bring everyone on the task at the right moment. And that's what is crucial for a team to become a champion.
Hakeem Ward with some pressure there, but couldn't take it away. Llamas trying to get to that one, and instead it will play for Chub Vertal. Now it's Llamas on the ball. Llamas sends his man the other way, and then he'll just pull it back and get it to Kisi Chub Vertal, who will play it across the back to Stadler.
Meanwhile, talking about little stories, I'm sure the men in the bench for the Reds are having a picorcito, that we would say in Spain. They are like, I want to go into the game. I want to go into the game. I want to be part of this party. And let's see when that happens. And let's see who are the ones invited to this party.
Well, getting about towards substitutions o'clock, 59th minute. Who else do we have coming in? 59th minute. Reds scored 5 times in the first half. Once so far in the second. Isma Fernandez doing half of the damage for the Reds tonight. And he may not be done. Now, though, it's Victoria on the attack. Sizing up Llamas was Smith, and Rafael able to get a poke on it. Into touch. Now Smith again to Batusol in the middle. Bartolillo, good move. Still with it is Bartolillo, now given away.
Everything in the middle, easy to defend for the Reds.
McMoon keeps the ball. Reed Strand for Macchioni, who's on the near side now. And now Isma will sit on it, gets it back to Llamas as the Reds regroup. Brandon Zambrano. Moon to Llamas. Reds attacking again.
All the way to the right flank.
Ward in space, standing on his own on the far side.
There he goes,
Fertal's
Casey.
gonna find him.
Yep. And now you have a 2v1 against Goro, but Goro is a good player. See right there, that's good defending by Goro. Yes, that's good defending. So go, I see.
We're just gonna say it's not every day Hakeem Ward loses one of those battles. It tells you exactly what you're working with
And
Godo.
meanwhile, you see, but Tuso is not effective for me. But yeah, so this is what it's important. So some people will say, okay, it's 6-1, but there are so many things going on and so many moments in which you can pick good efforts and good contribution by players, and those are all the things that you have in your coaching report right there. So Goro just converted a 2v1 situation for Reds in the attack into an attack for his team. And that's all it takes, being aggressive, and let's see what happens now.
Corner in. Prescott got his head to that, and then Ben Willis high into the sky to come down with it.
Nice amount of applause for a great player and a great teammate as well, Ben. So again, there is many more moments of those ones for Highlanders and for Reds. You have to keep playing the right way, playing team, and hopefully we'll get more exciting moments from both teams.
Reed Strand's long ball looking for Moon. Headed into touch by Victoria, and it'll be a throw-in in an advanced position coming up after this substitution. And Batusol looks like the one exiting.
One of you has to check.
Rafael Llamas on the throw-in. Zambrano tried to find Reed Strand. Chubb for Tall wins that one.
Yeah, but Tuso is not okay. Let's see this play.
Shot on and trying to chase that down.
Like right there, look Nicky Moon. And he got the
gets
ball
to
back. Those are
plays to the middle. Fernandez now
he's
Moon
offside.
still there, but offside. Flag is
But
up.
that willingness to get the ball back, that aggressivity in any single play is what you are looking when you are on the field watching from outside. When you are on the field watching from the stands, those are the things that you are looking at as a coach. How much the player is looking in every situation of the game.
64th minute now. Advantage play to Hakeem Ward, got a piece of his man, but Victoria kept possession. Now the whistle comes after another incident.
And I would be happy to see some of the yellow card players by the Reds about. With 6-1, you have to manage the game. You don't want to lose players against Calgary Foothills, which is a great opponent to have. You want to have a great performance with your best players on the field. And Hakeem Ward was yellow carded, I think, Jonathan Stahler was yellow carded. Joel Rystrom was yellow carded. I will have more relief if those players get sub out.
Dangerous free kick will, in the end, just bounce right into the hands of Ben Willis. Good positioning the whole time.
And indeed, actually, the only yellow carded by the Highlanders is not anymore on the field. So I think they have done their homework, and I think the Reds are going to do their homework as well in a few minutes.
Reed Strand giving chase there. He'll end up getting to that ball, watches it go into touch, takes the throw. And now Ward didn't lose the battle that time.
And there he goes.
Still with it, Akeem Ward sliding across. Teamwork, like you said. They got the finish from Macchione. How high is this going to go? It's 7-1.
My goodness. Akeem Ward building his own highway through war, digging up and down, or just putting a beautiful ball for Anthony Macchione. Macchione right now is feeling all the relief. He's giving hugs to everyone. He's feeling finally that heavy weight out of his shoulders, and all that thanks to your teammate. That's what soccer is all about. Anthony Macchione is the happiest person in the world right now.
And Brendan Zambrano's day is done.
Oh, Zambrano had the yellow card as well, I think.
Did too.
I think so.
And
I think
Hassani Dotson onto the pitch to replace
him. Actually, they didn't yellow card it. Now I remember. They didn't yellow card Akeem Ward. It was Zambrano, so I'm happy to see that he's not going to get into trouble on that regard.
So great to see Macchione score, and great to see the way it was created too. It's exactly what you were saying 10 minutes ago. When you've got a player who's frustrated, who just can't seem to score, it becomes a mission for everybody to get him a goal.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
That's what you saw. Great individual play from Akeem Ward, keep the ball alive, battle his way into a great position in the box, and then slide it across the 6-yard box, and all Macchione had to do was put his foot on it, and it was a goal.
And the other thing is that how many times we have mentioned the ability of Akeem Ward to do those things. And that's not, it's very easy to say by us, but that's not an easy thing to do. It's just his talent. So I hope the Reds can still get more of that from Akeem Ward, and his teammates will get so easy shots in front of the goal like Macchione had right there. Now, for Macchione, that shot, it was the most difficult in the world. When you see the goal like he was seeing it before, so small, that was not an easy finish for him. So, but now all that thing is over, and we might see more goals from Macchione, or just a round of applause for by the crowd to him. We'll see now this corner kick.
Willis gets a pot of that one, is able to find Llamas, so possession off the corner from Lane United.
Let's see how much Dodson wants to be part of this party. Wants to be.
Now here's Macchione
there he
in
goes.
space. Macchione knocks it down for himself into the box, making moves, feeling confident, and the cross not on anyone.
Jonathan Stahler was going to the party as well.
But you see Macchione feeling it now.
There he goes to press. I mean,
what a difference a goal makes.
oh.
Touched forward, Chubb for tall. Back to Isma, 69th minute, 7-1.
Yep.
It's gotta be a high
36
watermark.
hours ago, it was 0-1, right?
Yeah.
So
We hadn't seen any goals yet at this point in the game 36 hours ago. It was just about 5 minutes from now on a set piece. Now here's Hassani Dotson. Dotson, little sloppy, trying to find maybe Moon or Ward there.
he got the space to shoot that ball. a little slow to get into the emotion and the right mindset of the game for Hassani Dodson. Let's go, Hassani.
Red's trying to do it the right way now. Moon's ball. Can Macchione chase it down? He nearly got to that. Had to put a little pressure on Norgrove. 20 minutes left of regular time. Stadler sliding in to win that one. Now back for Prescott. And Reedstrand. Reedstrand's got a goal tonight. Forward, Moon.
Oh my goodness.
What speed from Nick Moon! Gets it past the keeper. Isma going for 4. And not quite. But great pressure from Lane United. They haven't stopped when they've scored.
Of course, you are enjoying. Why should you stop? Yeah, it's great, this.
It's great to watch.
Nick Moon is such a strong player up front. And he's relentless. Joel Rystran, relentless today. Anthony Macchione as well. There is no shortcut of efforts today for the Reds, and I think that's the most important thing. Akeem Ward is out. You are reserving kind of your big dudes, your big pieces, your key players for the next game against Foothills.
Is that Fielke to replace him? No, 25
I think it's Joe Connor.
Joe Connor.
Yep.
In the box still, Macchione keeping it alive for Lane United.
Yep.
Reds aren't done. Macchione with the cross. Connor's going to chase it down, involved right away. And couldn't quite keep it alive.
But yeah, I think Thielke and probably Cox as well. I think everyone should be part of this party. We'll see if that happens or not, but yeah, I mean.
The right things are going. We might have our numbers called before too long here.
I'm ready.
I'm not quite warmed up for that.
Come on, I see. Just you can play on the space, just a little bit of movement.
Little bit.
A little bit of flow.
Find space behind you, behind the number 9.
That's all part of the game. Like right now, Isma needs some movement. Yep.
Isma to Dotson now wide for corner.
And by the way, in those terms, Joel Rystan is so active today. Also the other day, but today he's moving all over. He's having fun. It's good to see. It's good that some of these players have trouble. Like Joel Rystan at the beginning of the summer, he was in Sweden. Then he comes all the way here. And many of them, or just not to say everyone, they are putting their time and their effort in having a good time and offering a good performance to everyone here. So it's good when you can get that immediate reward on the field.
Victoria pressing forward briefly, but Willis collects it for Llamas. 74th minute. You get the sense the Reds might not be done.
No, they are not done.
Hassani Dotson.
And today the door is open. On Thursday it was closed.
It was slammed closed on Thursday. Really makes you wonder what a different match you might have had on Thursday if the Reds had scored early the way that they scored early today, because they did have opportunities early on a couple day or so ago, but very different 90 minutes of football.
Look, Nick Moon getting back, and he got the ball. Those are the things that you are observing the game, and you see that you can rely on plays like that, no matter what, no matter the score. Those are players locking. No matter if we have playoffs aspiration, if that's over, you can always rely on those players, and those players are always going to have a place on your lineup or on playing time. It's just that simple, but it's not simple to get from everyone. And some players just are too resistant to be lucky in the whole game, and those are the players that you cannot rely as a coach. And this is a perfect game to see that from a coaching standpoint.
And it's been a complete game so far from Man United, and that
It took 10 minutes, right? It took until the first. It was the PK, the first goal.
about 10, 11 minutes. Yeah. The handball that opened the floodgates.
Look, Anthony McKinney now doing the same that Nick was doing. Joel super
Reeds.
active. Move the ball, Joel. You are gonna get fouled. Yes, no, not needed.
And a tender touch.
Right now,
not so tender.
right now, a Reds player has to go there and take away Joel from that conversation. You don't need
You
Joel
don't
to
need
be
a
there.
second yellow.
Yeah, you don't need Joel to be there. I think there is too much watching your teammate instead of just taking him away. You have to be smart. And also knowing Joel, probably sub him out would be good. He's a passionate, talented kid. On that regard, he's not like Pirlo. Pirlo is much more cool. Joel is a passionate player on the field.
Sometimes it takes the temperature being turned up a little bit. You gotta have a mix of personalities on the team.
I mean, all I want is to see Joel playing against Foothills. And you have you lose your mind a little bit and you are not going to be able to play maybe for the rest of the season. So it's just that simple. But he's so active. He's all over. He's all over today.
Giving chase again there was Reed Strand.
Also because of that, because he's really tired, I will welcome a substitution for Joel. And a well-deserved round of applause for him. As well as for Isma, for example.
Isma deserves a curtain call today. No, Nick Moon deserves a curtain call today.
Yep. And there are a couple of substitutions to come up, but yeah,
And you think you might be getting close to the time where there's another yellow given out if they keep fouling the same player. That tends to.
But this is happening because Joel is super tired as well, and so he's gonna retain the ball more. He's gonna protect it more, and he's gonna get fouled. And yeah, you don't want. There is no need for that now.
Very minimal movement on that Lang United bench. Guys sort of milling around, but no one that looks like they're directly about to come in. Chances for Victoria. Their cross in. Strong headed away. Llamas with it. Reed Strand comes to help. Walls close around him, then back to Chubb for Tall and back to Llamas. Casey again. Hassani Dotson. Llamas, and he'll take it with a little bit of speed up the flank. Now finds Reed Strand. Now the Reds look to move up the pitch.
I hope they play with Connor. He has fresh legs. Just make him part of this. Yeah.
Back to Reed Strand.
And Joel
Too much on that.
is super tired. He needs a substitution right now.
Into the box comes Victoria.
Oof.
And Dotson, the other pair of fresh legs for Land United. Knocked down Macchione. Good control there from the big number 17. Nick Moon slides it across. As we get into the last 10 minutes here, anything you haven't seen yet tonight you want to see from us?
Well, I would like to see more from Hassani Dotson. He has fresh legs, and And the same for Joe Connor. You have to utilize these moments, and you don't have to be shy. This is the worst moment as a soccer player to be shy. You are bringing into this party to show your skills, and you have to show that you want to be part of this game, you want to be part of the next games. These are super important moments for them. We were mentioning before those little moments that happen during the game. You have to show to your coaching staff that you deserve it to be on the field. So I want to see more from them.
And Yama's nifty move to flip that one over his man. Gets it by him, but then into touch.
And let's see who receives the round of applause is going to be for the captain, Jonathan Stadler. And Dion Cox is going to be in, and Joel is finally going to be subbed out as well.
So Stadler will pass the armband off to Peter Prescott. Apologies earlier in the match, had the two mixed up. I had my cheat sheet written down with their numbers wrong.
Well-deserved round of applause for both players. Joel showing all his talent today for the people coming to this game and the viewers. And Jonathan Stadler showing that he got what is more important, just being consistent, being steady, being always ready to play no matter the kind of game you are put into. And he plays game in, game out, and he's a leader for this team. He's a leader wherever he decides to be.
So Dion Cox and Jacob Thielke come on as the replacements.
Oh yes, let's go, Joe. Let's go. Show some of your skills.
A pair of local products, in fact. Dion Cox, also out of Eugene, as is Jacob Thielke.
Yeah, they are paired on the right flank now, playing with each other. And let's see if they want to get into this party.
Given away there, and Yamas trying to rescue it from Lane United. Crossed in, on the ground, dangerous, and I think Willis took a shot there.
Yeah, a couple of moments today in which Ben Willis had the worst part, but I think he's okay. Now, if he got hit on the head, he might need to be checked by the trainer.
Can never be too careful with the head injury.
Of course, but Ben, that's why he immediately just stand up and say I'm fine, because he knows, and he's fine. He's fine. But now he's talking to the assistant, telling him, "Hey, you saw that the Highlanders forward was going too much close to my head." So that's what they are discussing right now. I don't know if Donaldson has been yellow carded. Have you seen that?
I didn't see it.
So it's just been a talk. Okay, it's just been a talk. But Ben Willis was complaining about that. Yeah. And after all this debate, we are going away again.
Ball dropped in front of the Reds, and they'll just play it long. Give it back to Victoria.
From the Vancouver Island, right?
Victoria
Nice.
on the island.
Oops.
And TSS on the mainland, the Canadian contingent from British Columbia in the Northwest Division. Red Aces have found something to get excited about again.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. I would prefer more ball movement and more chances. For these last 6 minutes, there will be some stoppage time. At least a couple of minutes of stoppage time, probably.
You got a man of the match tonight?
Man of the match. Give me 30 seconds.
All right, we'll give you some time to think about that.
Thank you.
We got 6 minutes or so left of regular time, so it's tough to pick. Everyone's been so good from Lane United for the whole 90 minutes.
As I am put into this situation, I mean, I am as a coach, I don't want to single out any player, but if I will have to do it, I will actually say Joel Rydstrand. He was so active from the go, and with all his talent, when he does that, he just make a huge difference. He was actually also the best players in the first 30 minutes for the Reds on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that to me, the Reds play as much as he was an important part of the game. And I think today he was unstoppable and just making his team keep going and keep going.
Macchione with the interception there. He's been real active these last 15 minutes since scoring his goal.
But you can also pick one, Isaac, as your preference.
I think Rydstrand's a good pick. You gotta give a look to Isma as well. He got it all started with the first penalty and scored a couple of other real nice goals. I think really it's a trick question though to pick a man of the match from Lane United today, because 11, 12 names you could pick.
Uy, uy, uy. And this is what happens when
Deserved yellow card.
yeah, yellow card for Llamas. And again, this is another situation in which I would like someone, okay, Connor is, but I would like someone look into the eyes of Llamas. And you don't have to be speaking Spanish, English, anything. You just, as a soccer teammate, you look at the eyes and say, hey, just cool down. Let's be smart a little bit, because then you're gonna be regretting about something else happening. It's just that simple.
Yeah, you need all hands on deck against Calgary.
Yep. Nice ball.
Ball there towards Thielke. Thielke.
And again, players having the idea of putting their mark, right? Their signature in this game. I like that. You don't have to be shy. This is just the scene you don't have to commit when you get into this kind of game. Try to show what you can do. Be a little bit risky take risks, because that's what the game is allowing you to do today. Be careful, Rafa. Be careful, Rafa. Llamas is too excited on
back on the ball.
on those tackles.
Macchione heads it down, and is there one more left? Dotson pokes at it. Victoria, though, takes it away. Knocked down around the midfield.
Yeah, it's time and space. Oh, okay.
Forward for Victoria. They had one very late first half. Can they add one late second? Not this time. Ben Willis dives on it.
The mental game is been lost with the third or fourth goal. Highlanders kind of just lose their energy, and we can see in that play that there was no real people on the box to get the end of that cross. So it's just mentally Highlanders is not completely here in this second half. And it's understandable, because they are going to the hotel, they are getting their backpack and going to Salem to play tomorrow in just 20 hours or so. So it's understandable. But yeah, this is just what it means to be competitive. It's being lucky, help each other, trying to compete until the final whistle by the referee.
Llamas to corner, then Dotson.
Excellent
back
ball.
to corner. Thielke chasing it down again. It's Jacob Thielke into the box. to the middle, and
Chilena.
Machione tried to play it to himself for the volley, and
I would have loved it, Chilena in there.
Good serve, okay.
it's just that kind of game from Lane United today. It's fun. You're smiling, you're laughing.
Of course. Yes.
It's the most fun that's been had this season. And
it was a nice pass by Connor to Thilke. Nice play by two substitution. And then just Machione was in there, which shows his willingness to continue. No stoppage time.
no stoppage time required, and
Common sense whistle.
a high water mark for Lane United in PDL play. They score 5 times in the first half, but they don't stop there. They add the third goal from Isma and the first from Machione, make it 7-1, the final score. Before you head down to the field, any final thoughts you want to share with us, Iñaki?
You have to keep going, and soccer will reward you. We have said that many times today, and it was a wonderful opportunity to do that. And the Reds get the door open after this first goal in the minute 10. Everything just kind of follow the best situation for the Reds. We have excellent quality finish by the Reds, and the more important thing is that this is going to be carry over for the next game against Calgary Foothills, which I am so excited to be part of. I'm going now to the floor to see some of these, to hear some of the declarations by these boys.
Alrighty, well, we'll send Iñaki down there. Don't you go anywhere. I'll put the headset down for a few moments as well, and I'll be back to wrap everything up after we've heard from the on-field interviews. So 7-1 your final. We'll get you some thoughts from the pitch in just a moment. Hang tight.
How about graduation together? Everybody's like, really out of wedding.
Well, I have a new favorite song. It's gotta be the national song.
Oh yeah. That's She's off on a run this weekend, horse riding with her heart. Trail clearing. She's like, I'm out of here. That's right. I get the gift of coming here. Living it. Taylor as well? Yeah. Okay. That would be nice. Okay. Okay, so he'll be playing high school soccer. Yeah. I think so, yeah. Open playoff. Oh, boys did it. Yeah, boys, but not
It's okay? Yeah? Okay. Here we are with Joel. How are you, Joel?
I'm I'm good.
You're good. What are your impressions about the game?
It was the game was over pretty fast. I felt like after 30 minutes 5-0. So it's normal that the quality drops, just like it did. So I mean, we did what we should, and we got 3 points. So.
But yeah, okay, you said that 5-0 it was almost over, but I saw you just going all over, just offering yourself up and down until you were sub out. So you were feeling it good and you were having fun out there, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a workout in, trying to keep my fitness up. So.
Okay, then talking about your goal, which was excellent. I know, and I don't usually do this kind of talks up there, but I know you like Andrea Pirlo. I have done those kind of things to Andrea Pirlo. That was an excellent goal. You kind of feel it that good that you were just trying those kind of things, or that's something that is part of your arsenal and you do it more often? How do you feel about that goal?
I mean, no one does that like often, but yeah. I mean, if you get the right opportunity, it happens every now and then. And then we got to celebrate a little bit with a new engaged Armando Filo with some capoeira.
I saw that.
With some capoeira, so that was to him. The goal was for him.
Okay, excellent. It's great to see your talent, and hopefully you can do it again against Foothills. A great game. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. How are you, John?
I'm okay. How are you?
Congratulations on the win and your impressions about the game.
When we score first, we haven't lost. And the message after Thursday was just to play the same brand of football we've played. We just had to finish our first chance, and the game was going to come to us, I thought. So I'm very pleased with the effort. I'm pleased with the quality of the finishing. I'm pleased with having multiple players score. This is nice when you score 7 for sure. But again, the first one, the second, and we really got a hold of the game. Still challenged them at halftime because we conceded in a sloppy manner, a midfield giveaway. The reaction wasn't what we needed. So we challenged them at the half to not concede in the second half and just manage the game better, and we did. So I was very pleased. I think we all left Thursday night's game really frustrated with, knowing we created chance after chance, 25 shots on goal or over the course of 90 minutes and nothing to show for it. So today was sort of a culmination of, getting that first goal and letting it kind of come out. So I was really pleased with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for the next game, which is an important game against Calgary, this is all you wanted, no? This is the best scenario in the sense how many things you can carry over for that game, and it's just one game that you want to play in front of the fans, right?
Yeah, I think the confidence for sure in front of goal and our confidence in our possession. We had 61% possession on Thursday, and there's probably very similar numbers tonight. I think we can, if we take care of the ball, and we're not going to create as many chances against Calgary for sure, but I think we have the confidence now going into that we can, we can get at them a little bit, and we can take a little bit more risk in the final third, playing at home, and that's an important game for us. We've set a target of winning our last 3 games and putting pressure on other teams that are in the playoff hunt, and we'll take care of what we can take care of. But I think it gives us a really good sense of confidence heading forward.
Okay. I hope you have a good numbers of sessions up to that game, and we can have an excellent game against Calgary. It's always good to have them here. Always a good game, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you look at the 2 games away, we had a clear tactical plan, as did they, and 2 draws on the road. I think it's going to be a chess match, and I think it's going to take, a goal or 2 either way, and it's going to be a good match. I'm excited for it. And it's good for these players. They need to play in those types of environments.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, and I hope you can enjoy this with everyone. Thank you.
I will. Thank you.
So with those words by Lane United head coach John Gallas, I thank you everyone for watching this game, and I just give it back to Isaac and the rest of the boys of the crew. Thank you.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for that, Iñaki. And it's always great to listen to John Gallas because he sounds pretty much the same way after every game, and that shows you what kind of coach he is, just very calm, never going to get too excited one way or the other, but inwardly got to be buzzing after a game like that. An absolutely historic win from Lane United. The hat trick from Isma, the brace from Nick Moon, Joel Riedstrand with the golazo, and Anthony Macchioni finishing off the 7-1 win for Lane United. They get back on the victory path after a very disappointing 1-0 loss on Thursday. That's going to do it for us. For my co-commentator, Iñaki Gonzalo, this is Isaac Rosenthal. Thank you to our cameraman, Graham, and our producer, Greg. And thank you at home for watching. Have a great rest of your day.